Hello, friends. Welcome back to Universal English Learners.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Today's topic is a deep one: forgiveness, letting go of a grudge, and finding peace with someone who hurt you.
This is a longer episode today because it's a topic that deserves time. We'll talk honestly, share a full story, learn meaningful vocabulary, and reflect together.
Forgiveness isn't always easy to talk about in any language, so today let's slow down and really sit with this topic.
Let's begin.
A honest conversation. Alex, can I ask you something personal?
Of course.
Have you ever struggled to forgive someone?
Honestly, yes. A few years ago, a close friend said something about me behind my back, something untrue and hurtful. It damaged our friendship badly.
I'm sorry that happened.
Thank you. For a long time, I carried so much anger about it. Even when I wasn't thinking about her directly, that anger sat quietly inside me.
That's such an honest way to describe it. Anger sitting quietly inside you.
It really felt that way, like carrying a heavy bag everywhere I went, even when I forgot it was there.
That's a powerful image. Did you eventually forgive her?
Eventually, yes, but it took time, and it wasn't really about her. It became more about me and my own peace.
That's such an important point. Forgiveness is often less about the other person and more about freeing yourself.
Exactly. Holding on to anger felt like punishing myself more than it ever punished her.
I think many people watching this can relate to that feeling, carrying something heavy without even realizing how heavy it's become.
That's exactly why I think this topic matters so much. Let's learn the vocabulary to talk about it properly.
Let's go through some important words and phrases for talking about forgiveness.
First, grudge, a feeling of anger towards someone held for a long time.
Example: she held a grudge against her brother for years.
Next, let go, to stop holding on to a feeling, especially anger or pain.
Example: it took time, but I finally learned to let go.
Then, resentment, a deep, lasting feeling of anger or bitterness.
Example: he felt resentment toward his old business partner.
Next, betray or betrayal, to hurt someone's trust, especially someone close to you.
Example: she felt betrayed when her friend lied to her.
And reconcile, to become friendly again after a disagreement or conflict.
Example: after many years, the two brothers finally reconciled.
One more, burden, a heavy emotional weight that someone carries.
Example: carrying anger for years can become a heavy burden.
And finally, peace of mind, a calm, settled feeling, free from worry or anger.
Example: forgiving him finally gave her peace of mind.
Beautiful, meaningful vocabulary. Let's hear a full story now that brings all of this to life.
A short story: The Weight We Carry.
Let's listen to a story about two sisters, Hannah and Claire.
Hannah and Claire grew up close, sharing a bedroom, sharing secrets, sharing everything, the way sisters often do.
But when their father passed away, everything changed. Their father left the family house to Claire, the older sister, believing she would take care of it responsibly.
Hannah felt deeply hurt. She believed the house should have been shared equally between them.
How could Dad do this? How could you accept it without even talking to me first?
Hannah, I didn't ask for this. I don't even know why he decided this way.
But Hannah couldn't hear reason through her pain. She felt betrayed, not just by the situation, but by her sister's silence during it.
The two sisters stopped speaking. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into years.
Hannah told herself she was fine, that she didn't need her sister in her life anymore. But quietly, resentment grew heavier inside her year after year.
She missed family gatherings. She avoided mutual friends who might mention Claire's name. Even hearing Claire spoken aloud made her chest tighten.
10 years passed this way. Hannah built a life without her sister, a good job, her own home, her own family. But something always felt unfinished.
One evening, Hannah received an unexpected call. It was Claire.
Hannah, I know it's been a long time, but I need to tell you something. I'm sick. The doctors found cancer.
Hannah's entire body went cold. 10 years of distance disappeared in that single moment.
Claire, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I don't want to die carrying this grudge between us, Hannah. I need you to know I never meant to hurt you. I was scared too. I didn't know how to fix things, so I just stayed silent for too long.
Hannah sat in silence for a long moment, tears filling her eyes, not just from fear for her sister's health, but from 10 years of buried pain finally rising to the surface.
I've carried this anger for so long, Claire. It became such a heavy burden. I think I forgot how tired I was from carrying it.
The two sisters cried together on the phone that night, both finally releasing years of unspoken pain.
Hannah visited Claire the very next day. They talked for hours, really talked, for the first time in a decade.
I know I wasted my time being angry. I forgive you. I think I forgive myself too for holding on so tightly.
Claire's treatment was difficult, but Hannah stayed by her side through every step, every hospital visit, every hard day, every small victory.
A year later, Claire recovered. The sisters were closer than they had been in over a decade.
One evening, sitting together on Claire's porch, Hannah said something she never forgot.
You know, I used to think forgiving you meant saying what happened was okay, but I understand now. Forgiveness was never about making it okay. It was about finally putting down a burden I didn't need to carry anymore.
Claire took her sister's hand, and for the first time in 10 years, both sisters felt truly at peace. Reflecting on the story. That story touches something very real, doesn't it?
It really does. I think many of us carry our own version of Hannah's burden. Maybe not with a sister, but with a friend, a parent, or even ourselves.
That's such an important point, Mark. Forgiveness isn't only about other people. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is ourselves.
True. And notice, Hannah didn't forgive Claire the moment things went wrong. It took 10 years and a painful wake-up call.
That's realistic and important to say clearly. Forgiveness often isn't quick or easy. It's a process, not a single moment.
And sometimes it doesn't need a health crisis to begin. Sometimes it just needs one small, brave decision to reach out.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Let's talk now about how we can actually begin that process in our own lives.
Practical steps toward forgiveness. Let's go through some gentle, practical steps for working toward forgiveness.
Step 1. Acknowledge the pain honestly. Don't pretend you're fine if you're not. Hannah spent years pretending, while resentment quietly grew.
Step 2. Understand that forgiveness is for you, not just them. Like Mark mentioned earlier, releasing anger often frees you more than it changes the other person.
Step 3. Separate forgiveness from approval. Forgiving someone doesn't mean what they did was okay. It simply means you're choosing not to carry that weight anymore.
Step 4. Give yourself time. Real forgiveness, especially after deep hurt, rarely happens instantly. Be patient with your own healing process.
Step 5. Consider a small, brave step toward communication, if it's safe and possible. A message, a call, a conversation. Hannah's healing began the moment she picked up the phone.
Step 6. Release the outcome. Sometimes the other person may not respond the way you hope. True forgiveness can still bring you peace, even without a perfect resolution.
And step 7. Be gentle with yourself, too. If you've ever hurt someone or held on to anger longer than you wished, that doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human.
These steps don't erase pain instantly, but they gently guide you toward peace of mind, one small step at a time.
And I think, just like Hannah said, forgiveness is really about putting down a burden you were never meant to carry forever.
Vocabulary recap from today's episode. Let's recap the important words from today's episode.
Grudge, a feeling of anger towards someone held for a long time.
Let go, to stop holding on to a feeling, especially anger or pain.
Resentment, a deep, lasting feeling of anger or bitterness.
Betray, or betrayal. To hurt someone's trust.
Reconcile, to become friendly again after conflict.
Burden, a heavy emotional weight someone carries.
Peace of mind, a calm, settled feeling free from worry or anger.
Try using 2 or 3 of these words to describe your own experience, gently, in the comments below.
Now let's practice speaking. Repeat after Mark and me.
I held on to that grudge for years.
It's time to let go.
I felt so much resentment inside me.
She felt betrayed by her own sister.
We finally reconciled after all this time.
Forgiving her gave me peace of mind.
Beautifully done. These are deep, meaningful sentences. Take your time with them.
That's all for today's deep, reflective episode on forgiveness.
If you're carrying a grudge of your own right now, we hope Hannah and Claire's story gave you a little comfort and maybe a little courage.
You don't have to forgive today or even tomorrow, but maybe, just maybe, you can begin putting down a small part of that burden.
If this episode meant something to you, please share it with someone who might need it. Maybe even someone you've been meaning to reach out to yourself.
Please like, subscribe, and follow our Facebook page too for more reflections like this one throughout the week.
See you in the next episode of Universal English Learners.
Goodbye, and keep learning and keep healing gently, one step at a time.